I scanned the floor and the racking. Nothing. Then I saw it. On the concrete floor, where the perpetrator stood a pair of heavy-duty safety boots, perfectly positioned facing me, covered in dust, except for the laces, which were brand new, bright neon orange. I froze. I've worn those. They're standard issue. I looked up. Tucked into a gap in the steel racking, 8 feet up, was a person. They weren't hiding. They were pressed against the vertical beam, limbs splayed like a spider. They wore a high-vis vest, and their face was smeared with black conveyor grease. Their neck was bent at an impossible, painful angle as they stared at the ceiling. "Who the hell are you?" I whispered. The person didn't move, but the sound started again. Shh, rip. It was coming from their mouth. They were mimicking the sound of pallet wrap, perfectly, over and over, while staring blankly into the rafters. I backed away, flashlight shaking, eyes locked on the figure. As soon as I turned to run toward the loading dock, I heard a heavy, wet thud of someone dropping to the concrete behind me. I sprinted, reaching the safety zone where Lenny was scrolling through his phone. "Lenny, someone's in the aisles!" Lenny looked up, annoyed. "Nobody's in the building but us, Dave." They were in 402. They were making noises. They just dropped to the floor. Lenny grabbed his radio. "Sarah, we've got an intruder in 402. We huddled around the security monitors." Sarah clicked through the timestamps. "Okay, aisle 402, 3:12 a.m. The screen showed me walking in with my flashlight, looking at the pallet, then backing away and running. "Where is the person?" Lenny asked. "There's nobody there, Dave," Sarah said, looking at me with pity. "He was right there!" I shouted. I looked at the screen again. At 3:12 a.m., my flashlight beam hit the floor. For a split second, it reflected off something. It wasn't a person. It was a shadow cast against the back wall. The shadow was huge, distorted, and human-shaped. But it wasn't casting for me. As I watched the playback, the shadow on the wall slowly raised its hand and pointed directly at me, even though I was standing in the middle of the aisle, holding the light. I haven't gone back into the aisles. I stay on the loading dock until the sun comes up. And every night around 3 a.m., even when the warehouse is empty, I hear that same sound from the distance. Shh, rip. It's getting closer every night.